Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. I am BogMod. We are playing more of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. And Emma's planning, school festival activities. Good times. How does it can be festival?
The festival will run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th. Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon 2 days before the start of the festival. But there's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
You should do a maid cafe. That seems to always be popular in school.
That's all the more reason to figure out
JRPG,
what
anime,
exactly we want
manga
to do.
stuff.
Some of our options include displays, events, stage shows, and cafes.
See?
Does that sound right, Crow?
Yeah, though no class I know would settle for just some simple display. I mean, come on, no one ever said, boy, we better rush to get in the line for that display.
Hey, he's got a good point.
Well, either way, I'd like to start by soliciting some ideas from all of you. We're just brainstorming right now, so feel free to say whatever comes to mind.
Because someone's gonna need you. Someone share. How about a weapons demonstration? Come on, somebody.
Would it kill you all to give just a teensy bit of cooperation?
I know. It's just...
It's kind of hard to focus right now.
You're one to talk, standing up there with your nervous fidgeting.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
The board of directors is in session as we speak, deciding what'll happen to our class.
Looks like everyone's out of the summer uniforms,
Those of
too.
us with family members who sit on that board probably have even more cause for concern.
You can say that again. We can't even be sure whether there'll be a field study this month.
That's about the long and short of it. With everything that happened during last month's field study, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they just canceled it.
I can't say I have any particular feelings of attachment to our field studies, but I refuse to accept needless changes to our curriculum, especially with my brother involved in the decision-making process.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Makes sense to me.
We also have to account for the fact that going on our field study means that much less time to prepare for the festival. So, as you can see, it presents a bit of a problem.
Man, look at you guys taking this all seriously.
I know. It's just, war almost broke out, and there was also a mass, like a slaughter. And people died just like weeks ago in front of our very eyes by ingesting neurotoxin. What's there to be serious about?
I probably should have asked a little earlier, but... What's this festival you guys keep talking about?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, she only started like a week
Oh,
ago.
I'm sorry. I should have gone over that for your benefit.
Every year, the students here organize and put on a school-wide festival. There are stage events, food stalls, and all kinds of things to see and do. And it generally falls to each of the first-year classes to provide the main attractions.
Yeah, participating is optional for the second years, since by this point they're usually focusing on their future careers. Oh, and each of the clubs generally get involved too.
Huh, that sounds fun.
It does.
In that case, we have to do something.
I agree.
We can't just let the other classes roll over us because we're small.
Oh, I feel like there may be more of that statement than there's some deep-seated issues there.
You say that, but I've already had one of the girls from Class 1 bluster up to me declaring that this time victory will be all ours.
What? It must have been Ferris. That sounds exactly like something she'd say.
Well, Class 1 does seem to have had it in for us ever since the midterm results were announced.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not see the House of High Arms claim yet another nominal victory. But we need to account for the fact that our class is markedly smaller than theirs is.
That's certainly true.
It'd help if we at least knew what the other classes are doing.
But your class has an elite assortment. No one can compete.
Kind of seems like everyone's having trouble staying focused.
Come on, everyone, get it together.
Instructor Sarah?
Isn't this a self-study period?
Oh, it was. But I thought you all might like to know that the board of directors meeting just adjourned a few minutes ago. So I decided to skip along down here and be the first to break the news.
I'm trying to imagine Instructor Sarah skipping.
Then...
What about our next field study? Are we still on?
The Chancellor's not the only one with a little too much iron in his blood. Because the board voted unanimously to have you continue your field studies.
Yay!
You mean it?
So that's how it is.
You know, even though they're always hard work, I actually feel a little relieved.
Considering all that happened last month, we'll need to be especially careful this time around.
Still, it feels like our field studies are a big part of who we are as a class.
Yeah.
They're kind of a pain, but oh well.
You're smiling, Fee.
We should be grateful to His Highness and the directors.
That's good news.
Seeing the hard road and the easy road, then picking the hard one anyway. That's youth for you.
Oh, poor Crow. You're so old and cynical.
It also sounded like His Highness and the directors will be taking off in pretty short order. So I'll let you guys out of study hall early to go see them if you want.
Oh,
If you say so.
Aw, go see your parents. And your brother. And the
I
prince.
think I'll take you up on that.
Aww. Yep, that's Vander. He looks younger in this one. This model, not sure it works for him. Marcius! I had the chance to talk to you since Summer Festival. It's like you're quite the heroes at Gorelli Fortress. Oh, that's not teasing you. That is 100% what you guys are. You're the first to admit that we acted rationally, and heroes often do. You literally saved so many lives. Good to see you again. It may feel so far behind us now. If questions know, it's written all over your face. I do. You were in Legram, weren't you, to meet Duke Cayenne Pepper? So it's meant to be you and your classmates, but I imagine you'd rather he not take too close an interest in you. You imagine right. So I'm concerned, what is the House of Alberea playing at? Not just us. What are the four great houses and the rest of the noble faction trying to accomplish? You ask like there's a simple answer. The four great houses aren't as united in opinion as you might think. In individual advantage, there can be disagreements. You know that I differ with Father on several issues. Rather than worrying about others' positions, I suggest giving some thought to your own as a member of the family. I'm surprised you actually managed to make it here. I was expecting a business negotiation to crop up just in the nick of time, like it always does. Time is something you make, not something you find. All the more so if you're in a position of responsibility. Bah! Lady Lise is quite the multitasker herself. You should see her. There's no trouble balancing her time between her studies, training, club activities, and hobbies. Of course she doesn't. I'd be disappointed if she wasn't able to manage at least that much. You need your time more creatively, Lisa, instead of simply doing what's required of you. Saw the railway guns at Grelia, you know. I saw what those Actons are capable of. And understand why grandfather regrets ever making them. I just feel like things like that are necessary. Are you real okay with that? Huh. I think the fact you've seen enough to ask me that now means that deep down you've realized they're both necessities of this era we live in. I don't know that the giant guns were. Well... if they're only that, stop relying on them so much. Observe for yourself and draw your own conclusions. Always make bigger guns and better weapons, more destructive. Always bigger and better, more powerful. There can never go anything bad about this approach to military hardware. Ever. That's what someone who was truly independent would do anyway.
Still, I wasn't expecting to find myself indebted to you again so soon.
Yay, he got voice acting.
Without your intervention, the Chancellor and I would have met our maker in Crossbow.
I would not have been happy with that. Thank Adios we saved Prince Oliver.
Don't mention it.
We're just relieved you're all okay, Your Highness.
Me most of all.
Indeed. I'm glad you were able to focus on making a positive contribution at the conference.
I wish I could tell you that's exactly what I did. But I could scarcely find a place to chime in once the Chancellor and the Republic's President got going. Though the Mayor of Crossbell managed to dumbfound even them.
I presume you're referring to his proposal for Crossbell's independence?
Hard to believe it could actually happen.
Well, as long as both Erebonia and Calvard refuse to accept it, the likelihood of it actually happening is incredibly low.
Then again, if they tried it, what would either group do without forcing the other into action?
Still, they're planning to hold a referendum on the issue to see if the population is in favor of it. So there'll be plenty more chances for disputes to break out over the issue.
Well, neither of them want to lose all that sweet tax revenue from Crossbell. Half of it flows into the provinces too, so fat chance the noble faction's gonna take that lying down.
Do they pay taxes to then? I mean, neither wants. So, are they paying taxes to everybody? That's a good question, actually. Where is their money going? Because it really does sound like Crossbell is paying money to Calvard and Erebonia.
Milliam.
I swear, this kid has all the delicacy of a rock to the face.
So you're Milliam, are you? Your name seems to have come up with increasing frequency lately.
Well, I'm kind of curious what Milliam knows about Olivier.
I was hoping for a chance to see the famous Eric Getlam in action, though.
Oh, sure thing. Come on, Lamp!
Whoa there. Cool your jets.
I'm not sure this is the best place to call out Eric Getlam. Just a hunch.
Lame.
I agree.
Objection overruled.
That could have gotten messy.
Honestly, it would save us all a lot of trouble if you could just refrain from saying whatever pops into your mind, too.
Lame.
Who might you be?
Mueller-Vander.
Say, are you from the Vander family? The one who serves as the prince's bodyguard?
Oh, did Neidhart mention me?
It doesn't quite fit him.
I'm Mueller-Vander of the 7th Armored Division. I was with the prince at the conference in Crossbell, so I'm in your debt as well. Glad to be able to thank you personally.
The honor is ours, sir.
It's an honor to meet a member of the esteemed Vander family.
Ah, so you're the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. And you must be a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style. I'm always happy to meet fellow students of the sword. Oh, and you must be the young man from Nord who my uncle wrote a reference for.
He's very well informed.
Yes, that would be me. I owe a lot to Lieutenant General Vander.
It sounds like he's in your debt as well, with everything that happened in Nord a few months ago. Well, you all seem like dependable young men and women. Perhaps the prince's idea had some merit to it after all.
See? What did I tell you? And it's not just Class 7 either. The whole academy seems so full of life. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to break down social barriers by getting to know all of them in the academy's pool.
Oh, Olivier, that's the man I grew to love.
If you really want to work up a sweat, I'd be glad to let you run back to Heimdall. You kept up a good sprint. I'll bet you could even make it in a couple hours.
You'd actually make me do it, too. Cruelty. My name is Mueller.
It's like their hearts practically beat in sync.
It's a beautiful thing, Fee.
That's certainly one way to look at it. I wonder how long they've known each other.
Aw, not exactly the best.
Well then, I bid you all a fond farewell. I hope we have the chance to meet again soon.
I do too. I really do. Three days pass since they're... okay. Focusing on the festival. Nothing. No good ideas. Eventually. Another week burned through, but hey! Perfect weather for a weekend to go out of town! We will enjoy your free day tomorrow. Especially to get another practical exam coming up next Wednesday. You couldn't just send up with have a good weekend, could you? I would be Instructor Sarah if she didn't throw in a little dash of torment. And then a field study at the end of the week. Might have made a few changes to the original itinerary, but nothing major. Yeah, you don't need to make it some sort of dramatic revelation. She always does, though. I'm not sure where we'll go. I'm curious to know. You gotta figure out what you're gonna do for the festival next month. First, you just have to participate. Be showing your field study reports instead. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. And here's where we thwarted a terrorist attack that kidnapped the princess. And here's where we stopped an international war from breaking out in Nord. And this is where those massive guns were almost hijacked by terrorists and fired at the crossbell, killing thousands. But we stopped that too. Now what's to be my first choice? Read the fifth. Yeah, you should do it in play form. It'll be great. Signed bow. Figure out what we're doing in the start of the next week. Got a practical exam, the field study next weekend. Should have some solid ideas by the end of tomorrow. And find out what the other classes are planning. If you're not doing something that was already being done, it seemed totally redundant. Or they would seem redundant. Alright. Has more than double the manpower we do easily. They got some pretty grandiose aspirations at that. If greatness were reliant on numbers, museums would be full of artwork produced by committee. Some course of action that can turn our lesser numbers to our advantage. But what? Medium's getting all pumped up. A little interclass competition never hurt anyone. In fact, it might spice things up a bit. And then I can gamble on it. Back into the standard uniform. Well, I guess it is September. Food stalls than anything else the festival has to offer. Yum, yum, yum. Food, food, food. I kind of agree. Back in school to explore. Good idea for us to do at the festival. It's a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Some kind of display wouldn't be that bad, at least in principle. But that's the go-to idea for so many of the culture-related clubs. Beyond the vision enjoying it, we should do something we'd enjoy putting together too. Yeah, it's a fallback. It's your backup if you have no other ideas. What would they enjoy working on? Ooh, a good idea. What's your idea? A shooting gallery using real bullets. To put a hole in your prize. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let them use live. Well, this is a military academy. Maybe you can get live rounds. Hibbley, you're all better. Play the violin pain-free. Good for you, buddy. Glad you're all better. Alright. Yeah, what's your club doing? What's your... Oh. Well, that's the coolest idea for the festival, but they're so mean. Break everything in touch, they said. For the love of ADOS, please just sit still, they said. Aw. It's true. Hibberly was the one who actually hurt himself. Busy with something else. Interesting. On, heading towards the fencing club. Determination. Alright. Cooking club? Millen, you want to try being a little more gentle? Your strength into it will ruin the whole thing. Aww. She's just creative. Well, we're giving up on the idea that anyone new would join our club, but then along came Milliam. She's everybody's creative with her cooking as Margarita too. I really couldn't be happier. Alright. What did you ever join the cooking club, Milliam? Not that long ago. You got all kinds of tasty stuff here. I made the stove blow up the other day too. Good for you, Milliam. That takes hard work. Can you let Lammy help me with pounding and flattening of ingredients? Yeah, I gotta agree with Reen on that one. Please don't have your giant war robot help you with flattening ingredients. Festival? Couldn't care less. Sounds like a ton of work. And she'll be working always, never actually getting anywhere on her statue. That would have been a wonderful little touch to see that actually change from season to season. Hey, Lisa. She'll never change. Do you manage to talk to her at all? Technically, yes. She has a way of saying all the things I don't want her to say, though. Don't worry about it. No sense dwelling on the past. We've got plans to make for the festival. We're laughing if you're not for going on about being independent and then not being able to make one single decision. We got festival plans, and then maybe one day have a proper conversation with the dearest mother. Maybe. Can't help but ignore and sending off members of the board of directors. Each one is so in demand, the visits are few and far between. They're all VIPs. I need to muster up all my confidence so you can say hello. Prince Oliver would be intimidating on his own, but everyone else on the board is a VIP too. It's true. Could you imagine having to greet Emperor Dreigels? See, it's pleasing to see how well he's doing. Oh, he was quite the troublemaker during his time at the academy. I never thought I'd see him holding on to a firm set of ideals and working so hard. It's a pleasant surprise. 8 years since he graduated. He's grown up to a fine man indeed. Oh, he's great. I love him. I'd like to guide some children from town through the festival. Oh. My Rosine, you're certainly jumping into the sister lifestyle with both feet, aren't you? Go ahead. Alright. Good for you, Rosine. Let's see, what have I got? I've got the hampering rice. And I've got the colorless noodles. Alright, thank you. For the sisters to escort the children without parental supervision around the festival. Alright, cool. Try to come up with an idea soonish, okay? But they still got to do other field studies, so they're a little limited on time. The longer you take, the more of the Vice Principal's angry ranting I'll have to endure. Aw, poor Sarah. Hey, Makarov. So the Epstein Foundation is saying that they found a vulnerability in their main OS. Might be in ours too, actually. You're pretty amazing with computers, Instructor Makarov. I guess. So it's just a pain, though. I mean, then I'd have to do this stuff. It's probably necessary since our computers aren't connected to any outside networks. First board of the directors meeting went well. Surprised here they won't cancel your field studies. A reckless decision, you ask me. What do they plan on doing should any instance occur off the campus? Hello, Instructor Neidhart. Got to see her made it back to the academy. All matters related to the attack have been taken care of, so I'm free to return. Okay. And then Sarah took over when he was away, and now he's all thankful. See, Mueller was present for the board of directors meetings. I can only imagine that accompanying Prince Oliver is a constant struggle. Perhaps that's just the Vander family's fate. Doesn't that cape seem a little weird, given what we've seen of his actual military uniform? Let's talk to the principal. Looking forward to what Class 7 does. Okay. We have a wealth of different backgrounds and experiences. In that regard, I'd like to see something that only such a gathering of individuals could do. Lots of expectations on them. Received high praise during the board of directors meeting. Okay. Hello, Margarita. Beloved Vincent, whatever will you be up to during the festival? We spent to use the event to spend some quality time together, heart. The night sung out to my darling Vincent. Perhaps you'll stop by my class and see what we're up to. Talk of the festival brings back memories of our play last year. On stage, we likened to the breathtakingly beautiful butterfly bursting from its cocoon. Oh, so wonderfully charming I was. The ladies in the audience just shut their eyes, was just swooning over me. So I'd say your acting simply put everyone to sleep. You may be unaware, however. What is this feeling of impending doom? Don't look behind you, Vincent. Let's see, his acting last year was a truly sorry sight. Oh, you're doing an operetta. Interesting. Well, good luck, Ferris. Pretty lively lately, closing in on the festival. Alright, but the janitor will be happy to help out if he can. Alright, thanks. And on that note, we're going to step outside and we're going to take a little break. So thank you all for watching. We'll come back soon. We'll play more The Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel. And have a great grand time. Please share your thoughts. What do you think the class should do for the festival? Yeah, what do you think? Share your thoughts. I'd love to read them. Otherwise, I'll talk to everyone later and have a great night.